Lesson 18, Polygons and Similar and Congruent. A polygon is a closed flat shape made with straight lines. So some examples of polygons would be some of these here. Those are all polygons. Not polygons, we could have circle, semicircle, just a mountainscape. Bow tie, those are not polygons. So they have to be closed, two-dimensional, straight lines, and they can't intersect in the middle of the figure. So the vertex is a point where two sides of a polygon meet. So if we draw a little pentagon where these two sides meet, it's like a little corner, that's called the vertex. We name polygons by how many sides they have. So if it has 3 sides, it's called triangle. And you cannot have less than 3 sides in a polygon. 4 is called a quadrilateral. 5 is a pentagon. 6-sided figure is a hexagon. 7 is a heptagon. Occasionally you will hear it septagon. So if you ever hear septagon, you'll know it's 7. 8 is an octagon. I remember as a kid always remembering an octopus had 8 legs and the side is an octagon. Anyway, that was my way of remembering. 9 is a nonagon. 10 sides. Whoa, why am I writing the number? The word 10. That's weird. 10 sides is a decagon. 11 sides is an undecagon. 12 sides is a dodecagon. 13 sides is a 13gon. 14 is a 14gon. And so on. N sides would be a n-gon. So after dodecagon, we can name them just by their number. So, yeah. Okay, that is a 3-dimensional figure, but yes, there is a dodecahedron. I know, isn't it awesome? It's very close to multiplicative inverse. Okay, I need to turn the page and do more notes. There is also, if your book is open, you can use the table on page 121 to finish out writing your table. Only problem is they don't have 13, 14, and on to N. So, a regular polygon all sides and all angles have the same length or measure. So the sides have the same length, the angles will have the same measure. Basically, well, never mind. Okay. Congruent shapes have the exact same shape and same size. It's like a copy. They would be considered congruent. So if I'm going to try to draw two congruent quadrilaterals. There you go. Those would be considered congruent. Similar, same shape, but maybe different in size. It doesn't have to be different in size. So every congruent figure is also similar. Same size, and it may be a different, same shape, maybe a different size. So if I drew a little baby triangle and then one a little bit bigger, so they look the same. They're going to have proportional sides and angle. The angles will all be the same, but it might be a different size. Similar and congruent triangles have corresponding parts. Corresponding kind of might be like a matching game. They kind of go along with each other. So we're going to draw two right triangles, one facing kind of to the left and one facing to the right. We're going to try to make them look the same size if we can. They're right, so we'll put our right angle in here. We're going to label the vertices A, B, C, and this one D, E, F. So make sure you're labeling them the same way I am so I can show you how they measure up. A, B, and D, F will be congruent, so we put a little hash mark through. The hypotenuse of each one will be congruent to the hypotenuse of the other. This base leg will be congruent to that one. Angle F will be congruent to A, and E will be congruent to C. So we have segment AB corresponds with segment FD. Order matters, how you write it. So AB, I went from an acute angle to the right, would correspond with FD, which is from the acute angle to the right angle. CA corresponds with, so I went down here on this other acute angle up to there, so it would be EF. And then CB corresponds with ED. So the order matters how you put these labels. Angle A corresponds or is congruent to angle F. C and E correspond with each other. and angle B and D correspond with each other. Now, if you were to write a triangle congruence statement, this is what it looks like. Triangle congruence statement. And you're going to be asked to do that. If it says write a triangle congruent statement, you write your triangle sign, and 3 letters. We'll do A, B, C. And we write is congruent to, so this you reads is congruent to triangle. Now order matters. So I started up here, I went to the right angle and out. So I'm going to do F, D, E. F, D, E. This is a triangle congruent statement, and these are 6 corresponding parts. Statements. So if they say list all of the corresponding part statements, that you would write these 6. If it says write a triangle congruent statement, then you're going to want to write just like the names of the triangles and how they're related to each other. Okay. That's the end of the lesson. We're going to do some practice set.